Hey everyone, it's me, your favorite Sparkle Girl, aka Karen Sparkle. So yeah, you might able to hear my voice might maybe a little creaky, but I am getting better at some point anyway. But so don't worry about that, okay? But let's just focus on about what I'm doing in this live video about me defending Ariel as a character and the film itself about why the film is being misunderstood. So yeah, so let's just say I know some of you guys have probably able to remember that I did something like this sometimes before from like last year. So yeah, it's okay if there's a huge does remember anyway, but and I also can understand to those of you who haven't seen it. So if you really wanted to watch my older one, I'm going to show you guys this video that I've done from last year anyway. So I might as well show you now. So just bear with me. And here we go. So here we are. So I might as well put it like here. Okay. So like I said, I did it like last year back in May. So yeah. And these are the comments that almost you guys have been posting. So yeah. Before I could possibly start, the only reason I want to do this again because I've been watching some other people's doing their own defense videos. So yes, of course, I've always been a huge fan of the Little Mermaid and Ariel herself, but I'm not just doing the defense just because I love the film and Ariel anyway. It's only because I just feel to want to because it is something that you guys really need to understand. So yeah, so I hope anyone can understand. So yeah, so I'm sorry if anyone can't stand my throat being all croaky, but you just got to bear with me, okay? But I am getting better, so nothing to worry about. So anyway, anywho, uh, well, the thing is, guys, like I said, we're gonna watch this video peculiar. So here we go. Hi everyone, it's me, the Sparkle Girl, or Can Sparkle, whatever you like to call me. So today, I am deciding to make this awesome video that almost everyone I know what's going to come in a couple weeks' time, and it's the Little Mermaid. So I just thought the idea on telling everyone that it's best that we should give it some like support and some respect and that. And don't get me wrong, I know that there's a load of haters going on around about being racist and that on all kinds, whether just because the actress Halle Bailey is black and that. Well, can I just get to the point? It doesn't matter if she's black or not. I mean, just because you don't like her, just because her appearance, that's just a stupid excuse. So I'm sorry for hurting your feelings if I, as in like offend you or something, but you've got to know that you can't always keep saying these negativity words all the time because it just isn't fair for Halle Bailey because she worked so hard for her role to be the Ariel that, you know, well, let's just say that the Ariel from the live action, but we all know the Ariel that we all know and love from our childhood from the original movie 1989 with red hair and all that. So can I just say, it doesn't matter by the appearance. It may matter to you, but some people just say it doesn't that matter because, like, just say that's the whole thing. So if you can't, if you can't respect it, then let's just say please leave the video if you don't like my videos. So that's just my way of keeping everyone safe from getting bullied and whatsoever. So please leave if you don't want to hear this. So thank you. Okay, the personal reason why I said those things from last year on this video that I'm doing, well, that I've done, I meant. Let's just say it's only because sometimes people may think they have their own rights for judging people by their own appearance. Well, sometimes people just, well, all of us, of course, need to be reminded never okay to say something like you think it's okay for you to say that you don't like of how Disney changed by swapping the appearance of the character or changing the gender of the character, because it may be matter to you, to some people, but it doesn't really that matter like all the time, because it just depends on what's the story, not just by the characters. Because I just think people are forgetting the fact that the story doesn't always have to focus on by the appearance of the character, because sometimes the story is that what's the matter the most, not just the character themselves. And I'm sorry if anyone can't understand what I'm trying to say here. It's okay. You can always talk to your parents or anyone or whatsoever. That's all I have to say. So, and that's the whole point. So, I just hope everyone can understand why I'm saying these things, because sometimes you just got to focus on the story and not the characters by their appearance. Like, honestly, God, like, come on, everyone, just face up and face the fact, as in grow up. I'm not saying it to be harsh, but I'm just saying it as a fact, okay? So don't take me too seriously, okay? I'm just saying. So let's get back to the video. So for those who want to hear this, you guys will probably agree with me anyway, because you probably think that those people who are hated towards the new Little Mermaid and that, especially Halle Bailey as well, not just say, well, I just find it ridiculous, ridiculous sometimes. Sometimes I just sometimes wish people to shut up sometimes. Not that I really want them to shut up, as in to tell them off. Well, I just want them to shut up, like saying to stop going on about it, move on, and leave poor Halle Bailey alone. She doesn't deserve any of the negativity. Well, those people think she does, but clearly she doesn't. She hasn't done anything wrong to them, really. I mean, seriously, for God's sake. So yeah, I know everyone can agree that this is getting a bit childish and that, and and it is getting way too far this time, and I just can't stand it anymore. Let's just say I just feel so bad for Halle Bailey, no matter what those people keep saying about that she is going to be so, you know, bad for the role and all that. I mean, that's just their opinion or excuse. I have seen few people saying that I don't think she's ever going to be good as the original. Well, no. Well, that's just their silly opinion. Well, it's not really that silly sometimes, but it just depends on if someone's saying like really childish or something. But it can't always be that childish anyway. But it just depends on who's explaining in their own point of view, and that's the whole point. As and besides, people can stick to their own and handle to their own opinion. So we just got to accept that people can have different opinions. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Well, I'm sorry if I offend that to you guys if you don't really like Harry Bailey, but you got to respect no matter how much you hate her, no matter what. Just learn to keep your thoughts to yourself sometimes because it isn't fair for Halle Bailey or the film itself. And and I also hear some people seem to have this sort of hatred towards the live action, even though it hasn't been coming out yet. I mean, for God's sake, come on, guys, give it a chance, like for once, when you like for like 5 minutes or something for once of your life. You can't just expect the Little Mermaid to be the exact same as the original, and we can't keep expecting things to do what we want. It's Disney. Like, come on, guys, it's Disney. I know Disney hasn't been the same as it used to be, but we can't always expect Disney to do whatever we expect them to do. It's wrong. And I know sometimes can be right sometimes because we wanted to help Disney, but sometimes, but if you really want, but if you don't want to respect or support Disney, that's fine by you. So yeah, just I just had sometimes I just wanted to ignore the fact about people being racist and all that, but sometimes it's just hard to keep it to myself about people being nasty and that. So yeah.
Okay, so that's the whole point, guys. So yeah, but like I said in that video, I did kind of said about that. Mm, sorry, uh, that sometimes people may say it that well, people might have their own little disagreements with Disney at time to time in nowadays. But sometimes it's okay to have disagreements sometimes with Disney, but not always, because sometimes I just don't think. Just, okay, sorry about that, guys. The Wi-Fi just turned itself off for some reason, but try your best to ignore that. Okay, so where was I? Aha, there. Okay, here we go. So I was going to say, okay, the first thing is that the whole point that sometimes we just got to respect of what is Disney is trying to do. I mean, I know we all can be annoyed with Disney from like at some point from time to time, but sometimes we just got to respect of what Disney is doing for their job, because we don't, as in, well, we can't really control of what Disney is doing in nowadays because that's just how Disney works. I know we all can have our own reasons for whatever, and yet we do love Disney ever since we were children, and yet and besides, we're not the only people who loves Disney. The people behind Disney also loves Disney, and that's the whole thing. And that's the thing I want to mention that almost everyone seems to forgetting that the people behind Disney also loves Disney as us fans do. And that's the whole thing. And that's why you guys are lucky to have me to remind people about some things that you need to be reminded. Because I always really good at reminding at some point. Because I sometimes when my parents or whoever I know in real life forget something, I sometimes can by helping them to by reminding them whatever it is. So that's the situation that we all just have um, to come up with. So yeah, here we go.
Dad, I feel sorry for Halle Bailey. Anyway, and like I said, she doesn't deserve any of it. And I just think those people are just being stupid enough to make those weird excuses by saying, by about Disney only doing it just for the money. Well, it can be true sometimes, but not all the time. Disney is trying their best to keep us entertained. I mean,
Exactly what I just said just then. Disney are doing their job to keep us entertained and to do what they think is best for all of us, to keep us being happy. I mean, I don't understand why people has this sort of urge to make some accusations and assumptions about Disney only making it about money business. And yet, I remember some of the videos that says Disney don't make movies to make money. they make money to make movies. There's a difference of saying of making movies for money and making money for the movies. There are difference between of those words I just said. So that's the whole point. And I have to agree with this point on whoever made that video. I like to say thank you for for pointing that out.
I mean, you can't possibly blame Disney because, well, to be honest, I still love Disney no matter how old I am. I mean, seriously, even though I am 22, but I still watch Disney no matter.
Although I am actually 23 now I had my birthday last year, so even though it's not that really important to the video, but I still had to mention that anyway.
How old I am. I know everyone still watches Disney anyway, no matter how old you are. And besides,
Come on, stupid Wi-Fi. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. Sheesh, the Wi-Fi. It was so annoying. There we go. Just get back to the bit.
because, well, to be honest, I still love Disney no matter how old I am. I know everyone still watches Disney anyway, no matter how old you are. And besides, I know loads of people seem to saying that you're too old or young for Disney. I mean, God blimey, what's wrong with these people? Are they fake or something? I mean, crazy, right? Well, I'll just say, I sometimes just think those type of people who say those kind of things, I just think they live in a world of darkness. Yeah. Tell me about it, baby. Well, that's just all I'm saying. But please don't get too hated towards me just because I say these things. Because I'm trying to support the Little Mermaid and all that. But I'm not here to cause any arguments here. But that I'm trying to make my own defense for the Little Mermaid, and especially for Halle Bailey too. And believe me, Jodie Benson, the original actress who did the original Ariel for, the classic 1989 film, well, let's just say she kind of support Halle Bailey for you know, for the role. And I have to agree with Jodie Benson, but I forgot what she said to Halle Bailey on the Twitter or something, I think it was, saying about that she will be good and keep up the good work, something like that, yeah. And if you're watching this, Halle Bailey, you would definitely gonna like my video anyway because I'm here for you, and so is everyone else who will help you. And no matter what people say, you're still the best actress and a great singer. And besides, you got a beautiful angel voice. Yeah, tell me about it, guys. Well, let's just say it doesn't matter who's the person. People can have their own special, unique talent. Yep. Like I got my own unique style of art, and sometimes singing too, but mainly art. Well, let's just say I love drawing a lot. But I did draw Ariel loads of times. Like you probably have seen a picture of me with the original Ariel together. Yeah, well, I kind of love that picture so much, and
Obviously, you can tell by the one I just mentioned just then. That's the picture I'm talking about here. Me with Ariel together. Under the sea, under the sea. Yeah, that's the song.
I never stop looking at it because every time I look at it, it makes me feel like I'm imagining myself with the Ariel that we all know and love. And besides, The Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney. I mean, I would never hate The Little Mermaid. I would never have. And besides, Little Mermaid will always be my favorite no matter what. And tell me about it. I did used to have pet fishes, and I did name, well, I got four fishes with the name Ariel, and I I'm a Little Mermaid obsessive fan.
Well, it is kind of true about me name my pet fishes with the names Ariel and Melody. Well, there's 4 Ariels and 3 Melodies. Well, to be honest, I I've I really miss all those fishes that I used to pet a long time ago, and I still got those memories when my one of my fishes got killed by my cats, and one of them died peacefully. Yeah, tell me about it. I just hate it when your pets died. I just hate it. I still got that memory back in 2019. Sometimes before me and my family went to Spain for a holiday, I remember that very day my mom and my dad saw Ariel dead in her tank. That was the last Ariel, actually, the 4th one. And I was like sad. I was heartbreaking. The way she's all frozen up, like the way she looks, oh my god, it creeps me out. I was so scared. I couldn't even bear seeing her like that. So I kind of escaped the room while my mum and dad buried her somewhere in the garden. Yeah, heartbreaking. So I miss it so much. But I pretty moved on. But still, I still sometimes have my good memories of Ariel because well, she always reminded me with the Disney Ariel. And I bet you guys can understand how I feel about it because Ariel is important to me. Not the just Ariel as a character from the Little Mermaid, but my fish Ariel too. Because, like I said, I always dreamed to have a pet with the name Ariel anyway. So, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, that's the whole point. Here we go.
It's kind of true because I am a huge fan of the Little Mermaid after all, so you can't possibly blame me. And I definitely like the song "Part of Your World." It is a good song, so that's the whole thing. Because let's just say part of your world is it's kind of inspiring sometimes. It can help you realize that you can't be part of something that what you wanted to be part of, or to be what's that word again? Particated. It's kind of hard to pronounce that word sometimes, but I try my best, practice a bit more so I can get that word right.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say on that point about the song "Part of Your World," well, I remember I watched this video sometime, like an hour ago today, before I had my decision to make this video. Well, I kind of had to point out this person mentioning some of the lyrics of the song about um what's the word again? Reprimand. I have to be honest. I don't really what's the word reprimand means, but I can always just search it. But you have to bear with me, so I might be quick. I try my best to be really quick. So, okay. Aha. Okay, found it. Okay. So, and it's so reprimand actually means rebuke and reproof. Mm-hmm. Reprove, reproach, scold, pull up, um, berate, take the task, and lecture, criticize, and tell off. Haul over the coals. Yeah, give someone a talking to or telling off. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, tell me about it. Something like that anyway. So that's what it means. And just because Ariel mentioned that, well, I remember this person said it in her own video saying that people are saying um the, the wrong end of the the meaning of the word reprimand because the persons on the video said that people are making this sort of arguments about the way Ariel mentioned the word reprimand. They're actually accusing her for having about that she's being selfish for that point in the song. But that doesn't make her selfish. I mean, seriously, what is wrong with people saying something like that? It doesn't make her selfish, like, at all. I mean, I don't quite understand people sometimes, but believe me, I know how you guys can feel too if you feel the same way as I do on this point. So, yeah. But let's just get to the song. I mean, video.
Because I have this little disability and now, so don't get me wrong. Yeah, so please take a slow. And yes, it is true, I do have autism, but that's got nothing to do with the Little Mermaid defense anyway. So, okay, so I just also want to, well, let's just say I wanted to make defense for the story as well. And let's just say the Little Mermaid isn't about a mermaid who has a crush on a human prince and who just wants to be with him and that. Well, because I have seen few videos of like defense of the Little Mermaid and that, and telling those people who are misunderstanding it. You know, so I had to agree with those people who made those videos defense of the Little Mermaid, and they do have got some valuable points about um Ariel isn't well, doesn't want to go into the human world just because she has a crush on the man. She only wants to go into the human world so she wanted to learn more about humans. And let's just face it, Ariel never really thought about Eric before she met him. Because I remember clearly that she was sort of like having a sort of interest and sort of uh, what's the word again? Something to do with him. Had sort of hobbies, interests, all kinds about humans, human things, like thingamabobs, thingamajiggers. Yeah, okay. You guys might remember this thingamajigger episode from the TV show. Yeah. And actually, that's the first episode where we get to see Prince Eric when he was a young kid. Well, that's his first episode to appear.
Okay, so speaking about that episode, I should decided to show you guys this clip anyway, but it is on my channel anyway. I'll show you guys. Just bear with me. Here we go. Just hang on. Here we go, guys.
Leave it to me, Captain Sayers.
So that's Prince Eric's first episode in the TV show. And that's the episode it's called Thingamajigger because Ariel and the other fishes, including King Triton, even Sebastian himself, are confused on what that boot is. But they don't even know it's actually a boot because uh, cause it's been, sorry, it's used for our own feet. Yep. I mean, us humans need to wear boots anyway to keep our feet warm from the cold. Yep. I mean, and besides, we all need boots anyway. That's the thing.
Off with you now. Back to the sea where you belong.
How can that be? A human who's not evil? Maybe we came to the wrong place.
That's the whole point. So if you think about it, boys and girls, that on that exact scene, Ariel was worried of what Prince Edward was going to do, but she doesn't even know that was him on that scene. But that doesn't always that matter anyway. But all I can possibly say that Ariel wasn't even know what to expect to happen until Prince Eric kindly set the dolphin free from the net. And that's what makes Ariel realize that not all humans can be bad. Humans are actually can be nice too. It just depends on the person, really. And that's what I have to say. So yeah, so that's the whole thing, guys. Okay, okay, and that's where Ariel started mentioning that she wished to see Eric's face. So yeah, that's the whole point. So that's what makes sense because Ariel did say, like I said, Ariel wished to see Eric's face, which she actually did in the original film. Wait. About here.
Good boy. Good boy.
Didn't I say, guys? But also, on this scene where Prince Eric didn't even know that was Ariel on that scene, but he did kind of spot her somewhat on this scene.
I tell you, Grimsby, I saw it.
Yep.
But Grim, it looked like...
Yeah, he's totally into Ariel, I'm telling you. He's totally into Ariel. Okay, so just so you guys this. Not everyone may be able to know about this, but if some people who already aware of this, it's okay. But I hesitate to mention this anyway. But I believe that Prince Eric is actually sort of like similar to Ariel, but he had this sort of opposite though, because if you think about it, Ariel had this sort of desire for on the land, but for Eric, in the other hand, he likes about the sea, the ocean, stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, I know it can be difficult and confusing for some people to able to understand at this point, but that's just how the connection between both Ariel and Eric for this point, because and yet they're perfectly made for each other because they both have their own connection somehow, and they both know how it feels to having someone who judged them for not valuing themselves, who are they meant to be for their own personality, because I bet almost everyone feels that way sometimes too, because I sometimes feel like that sometimes as well, because sometimes not anyone can value anyone to be their own true selves. And that's the whole point about Ariel wish to be human, because she truly desires the land and humans. And that's what the whole point, because Ariel did sort of have those thoughts way long before she met Prince Eric. And that's the whole thing. The only reason why I said those things is because the other people seem to be judging the wrong end of the story by saying that they obviously thinking that Ariel is only changed or transformed into human just for a man. Well, the prince. I mean, that doesn't what? Come on, seriously. What is wrong with these people? Seriously. I know. People can stick with their own beliefs. That's fine with them. But can I just get to the point by saying that it doesn't matter what those people think. You should always think of what you believe in. I mean, my mom and dad always say it's sometimes it's okay if people have their own beliefs, but sometimes you just got to think and focus on what you believe. I mean, don't let other people get to you because because your own opinion and beliefs is only that matter to you, not anyone else. But it can sometimes it depends. But like I said, always stick with your own opinion and whatsoever, because that's fair enough, right? So yeah. Okay.
Humans. Yeah, tell you about it. But she did actually bring that poor dolphin and let it free to its family, which is a good thing of him to do so. And if you guys remember correctly, Ariel did said what did in the original movie. And that's how she fell in love with Eric for a reason because she doesn't have this sort of like agreement with her own father, like King Triton, about humans are dangerous. Nah, humans can't not always dangerous. I mean, seriously, King Triton, you really think you know anything about humans? Sometimes he does, and sometimes he doesn't. It kind of depends on on which or whatsoever. Yeah, but you can't possibly blame me for having that sort of opinion or thought. But King Triton means well to keep his, youngest daughter safe and that. But sometimes Ariel just has a good point too about saying like you can't always judge people without getting to know them. I mean, let's just face it. I mean, if you guys remember at the end of the film when King Triton finally realized that he is kind of bit in a wrong, and let's just say that he did kind of want to make want to make sure that Ariel is happy, so he did do what's best for Ariel and let Ariel reunite. Yeah, it's kind of cute though, isn't it? So yeah, like I said, I really adore the Little Mermaid. So I just think King Triton needs to think twice sometimes, and especially can't forget about that moment in the original movie where he literally destroyed Ariel's human treasures. I mean, I feel sorry for her.
So for that point on the film, where I do sometimes get what King Triton is doing for what he thinks is best for Ariel, but I don't think he actually truly really, you know, because that's the whole thing. Because the way he behaves it towards Ariel in the film, I know he can be protective, and I do get that. But that's not going to excuse for why he's doing it anyway. Because King Triton, ha- well, let's just say he has his own flaws. As in, he maybe had his own rights at some point, but some of the points he doesn't because he has his own flaws because he always makes everything to like everything should be about what he thinks because he keeps overthinking that all humans can be nasty, horrible. Well, it can be treated sometimes, but not always. Because I just think King Triton is getting ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. You get that right, guys. And to tell you guys this, King Triton, well, I know he means well, but still, I just don't like King Triton in the film, if I have to be really honest, very much. So yeah. And yes, but that's the whole thing. So, but there's no such thing of siding with the character, really, from my personal opinion. because I don't want to take any sides on whoever. But at this point, don't get me wrong. You may think I'm going to be a hypocrite, but I decided to side with Ariel for this one. Sorry to disappoint you, but King Triton means well, but still, I'm always thinking what Ariel thinks because Ariel's, let's just say King Triton thinks Ariel is stupid and selfish and whatever. Wow. I mean, who cares? I mean, seriously, why can't King Triton just grow up, face the fact that not all humans can be that bad, and not every humans have to be pirates for God's sake. Seriously, and 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 yet, don't remind me because I am already aware of what happened to Ariel's mother in the Ariel's beginning. Yeah, I feel sorry for King Triton sometimes, and sometimes for Ariel and all the characters who loves Queen Athena, Ariel's mother. Yeah. And the only reason why almost every Ariel sister seems to have this sort of jealousy about why King Triton loves Ariel more than them. But that's not always true. But the whole point why that they're always acting the way they are, it's only because King Triton always has this sort of thing about that Ariel sort of reminding him of Queen Athena by their appearance. By, and not just by their appearance, but by their personality and their beautiful singing voice. Yeah, and that's the whole point. It's probably no wonder why Ariel takes after her mother because Ariel has her own mother's hair. Yeah, it is sort of cute, I mean, believe me or not, I have to be honest. I kind of take after my own mother because I have beautiful hair like my mom. Yep, and that's the whole point. Whew. Okay, you can shut up, Caitlin. Okay.
I mean, she doesn't deserve any of it. But some of those people think Ariel is selfish in the movie. Well, I hardly see any selfish in Ariel at all. She's just a young mermaid who's having a hard time and having a sort of argument sort of thing, you know, with her dad and let's just say I remember watching this girl's video, something to do about Ariel feels alone and she doesn't have anyone to talk to except for Prince Eric or something like that. Although she did have Flounder along, by her side the whole time in the whole film. Well, half of the film actually, if you guys remember that. Yeah. And if you guys remember where Flounder gave Ariel a surprise, with that statue of Prince Eric, yeah, I kind of find it cute. But the question is, how did Flounder get that statue in that, in that grove? Like, really, the statue is so big for him. How did he able to do that? Well, even though he's only a small little fish. I mean, wow, Flounder, have you got like big muscles or something?
I don't know. Okay, but can I just say, Flounder may be a fish, but that doesn't really that matter. But all I can possibly say is either he must have brought the statue into Ariel's grotto, or either the statue just probably drowned itself inside Ariel's grotto somehow by itself. Hmm. But it is curious. Like it is a good question for all of us to get to try to find the answer to. Yeah.
You guys could probably think something funny just because I mentioned that. Yeah, you can giggle all you like, but I just well, if Brandon does have a big muscle, then you probably have a great muscles like The Rock. That guy he did Moana for Moana. Yeah, that's him, all right. You guys probably never heard of him, but it's okay. But he is famous for other things too, like in that new Jumanji movie. Yeah, something like that. I just find that still really good. and I recognized him and some others like Karen Gillan and uh, I think it was Jack Black. Yeah,
Just skip it.
some people seem to say in Asia could be kind of true, but only in the Broadway version of the story. Because if you guys remember correctly, or if I remember correctly, let's just say she's not really King Triton's sister in the original or any other versions. They're just like separate houses who are definitely not related. No. Oh boy. Oh well. That's all I'm saying because I don't think both King Triton or original are ever related anyway, except in the Broadway version, of course. Yeah. And yeah. Well, I don't know if anyone else might be able to remember this, but I can't have to admit, in the Broadway version, Flounder seems to have a crush on Ariel. Okay, now that's getting weird every time. Well, that's not got nothing to do with this. Uh-uh. Oh, if I have to do this, I just go like this. Uh-uh. You know, like Britain's Got Talent or America's Got Talent, something like that. Ah, well, let's just say I just think I prefer Ariel and Eric together. No one else. Yeah. Okay. So,
Well, if I have to be really honest, it is kind of true that about me saying that I prefer Ariel and Eric together. But if I had to get to the fact, I do personally like the relationship between, well, sort of thingy friendship between Ariel and Fanta anyway, because they both like each other, right? Yep, they obviously do. And that's the whole point, guys. Yeah. Hmm.
mm, um, oh yeah, I just remember something. I also remember this girl's video, and she also mentioned something to do with Ish that is manipulating Ariel by saying about all this flirty sort of thing. But that's I have to admit I don't think that's got anything to do with this whole situation about Ariel wanted to become human. She never thought the idea of Prince Eric anyway. She only had this sort of interest in humans for a reason because she wanted to know everything about the human world and not just Prince Eric himself.
Actually, I just remember something. I said I have something that reminds me about some other person's video mentioning something that I actually to agree with about if you think on that scene where Ariel was sometimes after when Ariel was like taking the petal of the flower saying he loves me, he loves me not, he loves me, I knew it, something like that. Well, that's the thing. On that exact scene, Ariel did kind of said that she wants to meet Prince Eric as in her own true form as a mermaid. She never wanted to be human to meet Eric. She just wants to be herself to meet Eric. And she wants to meet Eric because she wants to to have this sort of more interaction for the human world. At well, the land. Something like that. And yes. And that's the whole point. Yes.
On the side, I also names or her channel's name just in case if you guys probably gonna ask me why I keep saying that girls stuff like that. But all I'm saying, I just remember watching her video and she had kind of mentioned something about Prince Eric probably have the sort of same thing as Ariel has, although he doesn't have anyone to talk to or something like that, and he is alone. He just like I don't know where his parents are. I also hear some people saying that his parents may be not there anymore or something, as in like dead or something like that. But I'm not too sure for sure, to be honest, because They're probably still around. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But I have also heard some people guessing that Cinderella and their Prince Charming could be Eric's parents. I mean, I don't think they are Eric's parents. I mean, if you guys remember Descendants, no, I can't see Eric at all. No, okay. But even though that's got nothing to do with this video either, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, like I said, about this whole thing about racists and making this weird, nasty rumors about the film or Halle Bailey herself, I just find it like it's just going way too far. I mean, does these people ever have something else to do besides bullying Halle Bailey or something? I mean, they think they have rights to do so, but no, they have no idea what they're doing. I mean, they're hating Halle Bailey. I just don't know whether it's actually doing it, really doing it to for fun or something. I mean, how's that fun?
Or to make their lives better when perfectly not, because sometimes people may say things to make themselves better or whatever. But I just don't know whether if they actually either realize or don't realize they actually behave that way just because they think that they have their own rights to think more about themselves and not even think about what others feels about it, including Halle Bailey herself. I mean, seriously, for God, seriously, for Disney's sake, ugh, so frustrating.
I mean, it's cruel. It's cruelty. I mean, aren't those people? Well, I just think, well, like I said, they just like thick in the heads. Like they got nothing else to do besides bullying. So, well, I just hope everyone likes this video, but if it's anyone who doesn't, that's fine. But I don't deserve hate just because of this, okay? Because no one deserves hate, okay? No one does. So that's fine by you if you don't want to support the Little Mermaid or Halle Bailey. So that's just your opinion. That's fine. But to those who does respect and support, you're free to share your comments or anything like that
In this live video as well, if you feel the need to.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed my video anyway. So if you're new to my channel, be free to subscribe and give a like to my videos and make sure you press the notification bell to receive my videos every day. So I hope you guys enjoy my video anyway. And I'll see you guys in my next review videos. Or my live ones, I don't know for sure. So, like I said, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Very good. Okay, so let's look at the comments. So yeah, here we go. I would say this one. Okay. By Bryce Allen 13 Entertainment. Okay, and hear what he said. I think you make a really great point, and I agree with the fact to quit harassing Halle Bailey, even though I don't really know much about her. She doesn't deserve to be harassed. I don't movies in general because I absolutely love Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and Lion King. But to me, and a lot of people, Disney has been pushing their new agenda and is targeting children at the unsafe level. Children and adults want to enjoy a good movie and tells a good story and not having it focusing on painting some sort of message. And I have nothing against anything related to identity politics. I think everybody deserves to be accepted no matter what race or gender they are, but not in a kid's movie when it's primarily focusing on it because it kills the magic of the movie. Good point, dude. And I absolutely love Disney. There were a lot of great movies and shows I enjoyed growing up, but I just wish Disney would go back to their roots and make the company focus on making quality entertainment like they used to. Totally agree on this one. And making fun for kids and adults, but it's Disney choice in the end. Yep, totally true. And I respect everyone's opinions on these new Disney movies. And regardless, I still plan on seeing it soon because I am curious how this movie will go. And surprisingly, I have never seen The Little Mermaid, maybe once when I was a toddler, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I always respect your opinion on The Little Mermaid. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope the movie is good. And I love your video. Thanks, me. So yeah, that person just has a valuable point. So yeah. And here we go. And here's my good friend was a dude, and he said, I don't get what people have against Halle Bailey before they even see the movie. Totally true. It's only because the video that you just watched on my live video was uploaded sometimes way before the movie came out last year. So yeah. Your defense of this movie and its related media are amazing, and I personally think Ariel is an excellent friend and music teacher. Yeah, totally true. Yeah. Okay. So that's the whole thing, guys. Okay. I respect your opinion. The Little Mermaid doesn't deserve this harassment. I'll support her and you every step of the way. Hugs you and Ariel. Aww. Yeah. If I have to be really honest with you, boys and girls, well, me and Ariel do have some have in common. Because me and Ariel love singing, we like everyone to follow us for our own values, and yeah, something like that. Okay, so that's my whole thing. Okay. I hope everyone really enjoyed this video. So yeah. Okay, so just hang on. Okay, here you go. Just hang on. So, for some reason, why I made this sort of music video of this song called "I Need to Know" for this Barbie film called "The Island Princess" for the Little Mermaid sort of thing. Well, the only reason why I chose it, let's just say if you guys remember the point where I mentioned about Eric, sorry, Eric loves the sea while Ariel loves the land. Yeah, something like that. So that's the whole point why I chose that song for a reason. Because it's a perfect song that matches for both Ariel and Ariel perfectly by their own personality and the character developments. Something like that, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyway, I'll leave you guys to it. And if you really want to share your own thoughts, let us know in the comments on why you wanted to defend the Little Mermaid and why you love it so much. And if you want to ask any questions, be free to do so. No hesitate. So yeah. So anyway, have a nice day or night, and I'll leave you guys to it to have your second thoughts about the Little Mermaid. So I'll leave you guys to it. So have a fun day and night. Bye everyone. Bye.